For the announcement period, anybody who may have an announcement can maybe get back to their mic and we'll proceed. Councilman Hodge, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Just wanted to publicly thank the Sheriff's Department for having an inmate work crew come out and clean up the old Johnson Cemetery in District 30, located on Creekside. It was overgrown, and now you can actually see some tombstones in there again. So thanks to Sheriff Hall and his inmate crews.
And thank you, Councilman Hodge. Council Lady Moore, you're recognized.
Thank you, Chair. I rushed right back in here just to make sure I'm with you.
Thank you.
For announcements. I have some announcements that I want to share to the viewing audience, especially District 17. Just want everyone to know that Sadler Neighborhood Village Association will be celebrating and dedicating their mural wall on Saturday, July the 30th, 2011 at 10:30 a.m. This will take place off of Glen Rose Avenue. Some students did a wonderful job of doing this mural wall, and it's beautiful, and they're going to be dedicated on that Saturday. I also just want to remind everybody that Wedgwood, Houston, Vine Hill area, 424 Humphrey Streets, have the market, the veggie market there from 3 to 5 on Thursday. So please come out and visit that as well. And don't forget that on Tuesdays from 3:30 to 6:30 in Sevier Park, they also have a market going on as well. Sevier Park Community Center, we will be hosting there will be a public meeting, a Sevier Park Community Center public meeting on Thursday, July 28th from 6:30 to 8, and this will be a meeting to discuss the design of the new community center for Sevier Park. Again, this meeting will take place at Sevier Park Community Center on Thursday, July 28th from 6:30 to 8 to discuss the design for Sevier Park. So please come out to this meeting and give your input on how you would like to see this wonderful building. Thank you, Chair. That concludes my announcements.
And thank you, Council Lady Moore. Any other announcements? Council Lady Langsford, you are recognized.
Thank you, Speaker Pro Tem. Thank you for acknowledging me. On a very, very sad note, this council, I know, as well as the whole city of Nashville and probably the United States of America, will join me tonight in offering condolences to Lillian Dunn Utsi Thomas. Lillian Dunn was a high school home economics teacher. I had the privilege of being in one of her classes at Pearl Senior High School. She's also a great, great Christian lady of Clark Memorial United Methodist Church. She's also one of the leading people in this county for AKA Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, a very staunch and strong member, as well as the Lynx. And Lillian Dunn Thomas passed, and her body is at Lewis and Wright Funeral Home. At this point, I don't know of any arrangements, but surely they will follow in the morning Tennessean newspaper. And I hope everyone will be in prayer for her family and those ladies who had the privilege of serving and working with her, and especially those of us who were in her class as students. I also have an announcement. Clark Memorial United Methodist Church Clark Memorial United Methodist Church, they are holding the 65th annual fish fry and barbecue. It will be Friday, July 29th, 2011 at 11 o'clock to 7 p.m. Sandwiches and plates will be sold. Clark Memorial United Methodist Church is located at 1014 14th Avenue North here in Nashville. Mr. Matthew Walker Jr. is the president. Dr. George A. Bro is chair of the fish fry, and The pastor is the Reverend Dr. Harold L. Martin. Please go by there. You will be really delighted with the fish and just the surroundings. It's a very congenial church. It's right there on the lawn, and feel free to come by the church. And with that, I thank you for allowing me to make these announcements.
And what is that date again, Council Lady?
Friday, July 29th. Friday, July 29th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. on the lawn of Clark Memorial United Methodist Church.
We're going to have some cooperation so we can hear the background noise. They tell me from the booth that they are picking up too much background noise. So let's tone it down, folks.
The big.
Councilman Dominy.
Thank you, Speaker Pro Tem. I'd like to announce this residents of Southeast Davidson County, the South Police Precinct is holding a crime prevention seminar at Glencliff High School at 160 Antioch Pike, Thursday, July 21st from 6 to 8 p.m. Again, that is at Glencliff High School. The gang unit, fraud unit, auto theft unit, El Protector, South Burglary Unit, and South Crime Suppression Unit will be present. Their objective is to help reduce the likelihood that residents would be victims of crimes, and look forward to everybody coming out. The event's free. Again, it's held at 160 Antioch Pike.
Excuse me. Officer, can you quieten those people down back there? I've asked them twice. They cannot hear, and there's too much background noise in the booth. Sorry, Councilman. Go ahead.
No problem. Thank you. The crime prevention seminar is being sponsored by the Southeast or South Police Precinct, and again, it's July 21st from 6 to 8 p.m. at Glencliff High School. Come out, participate, and help make all of Davidson County safer. Look forward to seeing you there. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Councilman Dominique. Councilman Holloman.
Thank you. I just want to remind everyone that tomorrow night at 6 o'clock at the clubhouse at the McCabe Golf Course, MTA staff will be available and will provide a presentation related to the specific area of District 24 along the West End Harding corridor to discuss mass transit implications and the result of the Broadway West End corridor study. And again, that is 6 o'clock tomorrow night at the McCabe Clubhouse at the McCabe Golf Center. Thank you.
And thank you, Councilman Holloman. Council Lady Langster. Council Lady Wilhort. Go ahead, you're on.
Yes, thank you, Speaker Pro Tem, for acknowledging me tonight. I have just a couple of announcements. First, I want to say happy birthday to Mrs. Bryson. She celebrated her birthday today. I learned of that as she was given a ride to the polls, and she has turned 87. And she's just a very sweet little lady, and I really enjoyed being with her today. So I'd like to just let her know that we're thinking of her, and happy birthday. I do hope that I did pronounce her last name correctly, Mrs. Bryson. Also, office hours for the month of July. I will be conducting my office hours on July the 30th. The time will be from 9 until 10. And I do hope that you will come to the First Tennessee Bank, Nashville, and come and talk about some concerns that, you know, continue to remain, or just new concerns you may have in the district. That would be a wonderful thing. It's always been an awesome time. For the past 8 years, I've been meeting monthly to have these meetings, and this gives an opportunity for constituents and members of the community from surrounding neighborhoods to come and talk with me about concerns that they like to see change, or about issues that they will want to see be addressed. So please come on July the 30th from 9 to 10 at First Tennessee Bank for the monthly office hours. And then also, Last but not least, one other thing. I want to express just giant congratulations to the Wainick family, Mr. David and Becky Wainick. They had their open house of a historical location called the Grandale Manor, which is located in Nashville Village. Mr. and Mrs. Wainick has done an awesome job in restoring this particular, as we call it, the White House, to a matter that can be used for a law office on the second floor, excuse me, the top floor, and on the lower floor is going to be a community outreach, a community room where people can have various events. They can be able to lease it out. It's a beautiful location, and I would invite any of the council members to please come out and just take a look at the awesome job that the Wainick family has done and provided this really beautiful jewel in District 29, particularly in Nashville Woods. And then finally, but of course, one of the greatest things, council members, I do enjoy is being able to connect youth with our government. Many times we talk about what we're going to do for our community, but there are many opportunities for low-hanging fruit that we can provide access to our youth to let them see how government actually works and to feel engaged and hopefully at the end of the day reduce apathy when it comes to voting. One of the young gentlemen that I have with me today is Mr. Fletcher Sanderson. Mr. Sanderson, will you stand? Mr. Sanderson is the son of William and Lynn Sanderson, and Mr. Fletcher Sanderson is a graduate of Lakeview Elementary. Just so happens that be in my district. Mr. Sanderson has graduated top of his class. He's one of our finest public school students, and he will be attending Croft Middle School in the fall. Mr. Sanderson, as we were walking around the courthouse and as I was educating him about the levels of government and the process, I asked him would he be running for office either against one of the council members, and he said no, he don't aspire to be a politician. He wanted to be a lawyer. Someone said, that's a good answer, Mr. Sanderson. So for the council members that are here, if you would, please give Mr. Sanderson a grand applause for being here today. Wonderful. All right, thank you so much, and you have a great rest of the day.
Thank you, Council Lady Will Hort. Councilman Jernigan, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to, Brandywine Farms Neighborhood Association is having a fish fry this Friday, the 21st, to celebrate the 50 years of Brandywine Farms. And the fish fry is free. You come down around 6 o'clock and have some good eats and meet some neighbors, and look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you, Councilman Jernigan. Are there any other announcements? Okay, I got one final announcement. It has to do with a road closure, notice of lane closure at Whites Creek Pike to Knight Drive. Due to a new 24-inch water main installation, there will be a one-lane road closure on Whites Creek Pike through February of 2012. This lane closure will be controlled with temporary traffic lights, and a 20 miles per hour speed limit will be enforced through the construction zone. Please note that the traffic lights will be on timers and the maximum wait on a red light will be 3 minutes. If you think there's something wrong with the light, you have to wait longer than 3 minutes, flag down the construction personnel to assist you. Do not run the red light because it will put you directly into oncoming traffic. Residents exiting their driveway and entering the one lane of traffic must pay close attention to the flow of traffic before entering the highway. The amber light indicator on the temporary lights will show you which way the traffic is flowing, and if the amber light is on, that is the only direction you may exit your driveway until the light cycles. When in doubt, get the attention of a construction crew member. Inform them of which direction you wish to go, and they will be happy to assist you on the road. Again, that's going to be a closure. Ask any of the construction workers there on the site, and they will help you through that. Are there any other questions? Any other announcements? If there are no other announcement, the announcement period is closed. Thank you.